Having a scripture journal is a great way to record your thoughts, impressions, and feelings as you're reading the scriptures. And to get started with a scripture journal, all you really need is a piece of paper. But if you want to make it a little more fancy, a little more useful, and something that you really enjoy using, then you might want to have a few things on hand. The first thing I like to have is a 3-ring binder, and this is a clear view binder, so you can personalize it, put fancy paper on the front and back, whatever you want to do. And this binder actually has pockets in the front, which I love because then you can slide things in that you want to use as a reference. The next thing you're going to want to have is dividers, and you can use either the 5-tab dividers or the 8 tabs. What I've done here is I've put in the 7 days of the week, and then on the bottom tab is the blank pages that I use from rockpaperscriptures.com. The next thing you're going to want to have is content to put inside of your scripture journal. And again, this can be simply blank lined pieces of paper, or you can use printouts from rockpaperscriptures.com, or you can also put in church publications. Like in my scripture journal here, I have the conference ensign that I've just 3-hole punched. What I did was I removed the staples and then cut it with a paper cutter. You can use a pair of scissors too. And then I 3-hole punched it. So it fits right in there. I can use it as a reference. I can mark it up. It's great. You can also put other things in there, such as your patriarchal blessing, other church things, like I have a printout of the living Christ and the family, a proclamation to the world, and the articles of faith. So really, you can stock your scripture journal with all sorts of things. It's a great place to put favorite quotes from the prophets, great place to take notes during general conference. So fill it with lots of good content, and you'll have lots of fun with your scripture journal. The next thing you're going to want is a really great pen, and I really love the Uniball Signo 207, and this is the micro, so it's the 0.5. I really enjoy it. It's great to write with. It's smooth. It has a really intense color. It's just really enjoyable to use. The next thing you'll want to have in your scripture journal is stash. And you can put a little pencil pouch in the front if you wanted to keep all this good stuff. But I love having highlighter pens because it's a great way to mark things up and make things pop out when you really want to focus on those things or come back to them and remember, where that quote was that you really wanted to reread and ponder. If you don't have highlighter pens, you can also use just water-based markers. Those work as well, and there's hundreds of colors of those. The next thing that I really enjoy using are sticky notes, and these are just the small sticky notes which if you cut them in half, you can use them as tabs off to the side, so you can make things, you can flag things or make little notes on things. Some people, I think, use sticky notes to color code their studying. I don't really color code, but I enjoy using the colors in there. That's great. So those are the things that you'll need to get started with your scripture journal. Again, a blank piece of paper is the best place to start. If you don't have anything, write your thoughts down, your impressions, your feelings, and have fun keeping a scripture journal. It's so much fun to come back to things that you've written and to see your spiritual progress and to kind of come back to those things that you've learned that maybe you forgot. Anyway, have a great time keeping a scripture journal, and leave comments below, and I'd love to hear from you. Thanks.